Hello, you got Mr.
and Mrs.
Smith, the debt-free couple.
And today we want to talk to you about marriage and money. Two things that we feel go hand in hand, which is why we created a group called Marriage and Money. So we both want to just give you a little bit of advice, both on marriage and on money. So we'll both give our individual opinions on things that can prepare you for marriage or keep your marriage strong, and then give you our opinion on money. Okay, so I'll pop it off. I feel like, anyone that's newly married or engaged, my advice to you would be to always communicate. Communicate everything, whether you think it's important, whether you think it's not important. Communication is key. And another thing, which is really small, but it's a big factor for me, just know that the way that you grew up and the way that they grew up are not the same, and that's okay. No one is exactly the same. So accept the ways that your spouse grew up, accept the ways that you grew up, and move on. And if you're starting a family, together, y'all can work on a new way for your kids.
Very, very, very well put. That's very important. I'm gonna come from a different perspective as it relates to a future married couple. So if it's a couple that's very serious or engaged, you want to go into your marriage the right way, mentally and financially, because it's like a partnership. And on paper, that's pretty much how it looks, like a business partnership. That being said, you want to make sure you have some type of game plan on how you plan on executing and taking care of your financial situation. That's a big key. Money and everything, love rules all, but don't get me wrong, you want to have your finances in some type of shape, right, or in some type of order. And if it's not in some type of order, then get it in order. And something that we did that we highly recommend is finding a way that you can make your wedding and all of your expenses, for that matter, rent, utility, things like that, tax deductible. Because we're in business and we understand financial education, because our business revolves around financial education, we were able to not only write off our wedding and all the food associated with it, all the decor associated with it, you name it. We wrote off our wedding as well as our honeymoon, because we understand financial education. We can help you with that. Share this with anyone that you feel is in a serious relationship, someone that's engaged, and they're like, wow, you can make your wedding or honeymoon tax deductible? Yes. So our trip to Mexico was tax deductible, and our wedding at the state capitol was tax deductible.
Yes. And my quick advice on finances is sit down with your mate. Sit down early, whether you're engaged, whether you're newly married. Sit down and talk about finances. Talk about how much money you have saved. If you're investing, what you're investing in, the money that you have coming in, the money that you have going out, debt that you have. Talk about everything. Sit down and talk about money, because it can make or break. No, really, it can break a relationship.
That's true. That's true.
Hopefully you guys found this information helpful.
Yes.
We do deliver valuable content in every one of our videos that we put out. So if you have any feedback, leave it below. If you have any questions, just let us know.
And I have one thing to add. We arguably have the best strategy for any couple or individual to get them on a good financial path. So reach out to us and we can share that strategy with you. We feel like it's the best strategy
for sure
in the nation. Period.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, signing out.